get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a man making a remarkable return to the football field. It is Alex Smith.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3 yards the gain there, second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Darius Slay on the coverage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Again, Smith. He'll get this to Ward. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
To Greg Ward, Jr.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
First down, Washington.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it's going to be second down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. And he'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now we get a look at Jalen Hurts, a surprise 2nd-round pick back in April, as he gets set to operate this Philadelphia Eagles offense.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. No, it's out. Smith lost it.
The pass.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence. And here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Hurts. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Cameron Johnson.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Washington ready to try again on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 9.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Smith's pass.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
4. And it's 3rd down.
Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
J.D. McKissick. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you get... to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes us back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
30-yard line.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
The 36-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by Washington.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A 6-yard.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Smith. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Smith on first down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's first.